Hi everyone, I'm Sky, and where have I been for the last 2 months? So much stuff has happened recently. Some of it has been exciting, some of it stressful, and some of it both. This crazy amount of time preoccupation has made it pretty much impossible for me to focus on my channel. This sucks because I really enjoy making videos and I have patrons paying me for content, but the truth is my patrons deserve the best. I can't force myself to come up with creative stuff because those videos won't live up to my own expectations. And when life gets busy, you have to learn to juggle the responsibilities you have thrown at you. And I can't even juggle. I mean, let's look at life for a second. Here's life, and here's me. Yes, this is my artistic masterpiece. I know, I'm kind of a big deal. Took me like 10 minutes, shit's crazy. So what's been going on with us recently that's caused a bit of content drought in stick figure Sky's life? Me and my wife have just decided to buy our home. Taking out a loan to pay off a mortgage and having to get solicitors involved takes a lot of time and money to sort out. It's one of the most stressful things you can go through, but massively rewarding if you can get through it and get it done. It's not a quick process. There is tons of paperwork and you need a witness to sign the documents. There's solicitor fees. Ours was just under $2,000. That's a fursuit. A fluffy mortgage. This is crazy, but this is life. My wife has passed her driving test and got herself a little automatic car. The crazy thing about passing in an auto is that there's not a lot of them on the market. This being because cars are set to go electric and most of them will more than likely be automatic. So new drivers are encouraged to start learning in an automatic, making them harder to source on the market. I passed my driving test about 13 years ago in a manual. My first car was a VW Golf Mark II, and it was bittersweet because I loved that car, as most people do their first. But it was like $1,000 to insure because of its age. It had to go on a classic policy. So I kind of drifted off driving, and now here's an opportunity for me to give it another go, I guess. Super proud of her for passing as well, especially considering she had this moody old lady to begin with who told my wife she has learning issues and probably will never pass. She also kept my wife in a car park driving around in circles for like 10 lessons. She switched to another driving instructor and she passed her theory test first time with 50 out of 50 marks, and she also passed her driving test first time as well. Amazing, honestly. So yeah, mortgage and a car. Things have been moving forward at an alarming rate, and people have been asking us now that we're married, when are we going to have a child? And that's just... wow. I mean, can you imagine baby Sky or Starlight running around? God help them. And that's something we've thought about, but I do worry sometimes that the world they're coming into might not be a nice place. I mean, it's full of corruption and greed. In the UK, you can get put in a cage for having an opinion. It's a mess sometimes, but then I guess people got through times of Black Death and the plague and still had children. It's just too bad that the rats of today's problems are often in politics. But that's a whole other thing. I'm getting way off track now. So my head's been filled with ideas and stuff that maybe needs thinking about. So another thing that's been going on with me is I've been working on my overall health. I've had elevated liver enzymes on and off for years, and most doctors haven't known why. My ALT was supposed to be between 0 and 40, and mine was always like 100 plus. Gamma GT is often high as well. I've had loads of blood testing done, and I eventually had an ultrasound on my liver. They concluded that I had a slight fatty liver. Now the amazing thing is, I'm not really overweight or anything. I'm actually in decent shape, and my BMI is where it should be. But this just goes to show that there are things that we are exposed to, i.e. chemicals in the atmosphere, additives in our food like aspartame, which are carcinogenic yet still allowed to be purchased in the form of sweets and fizzy drinks. We're literally allowed to poison ourselves. Surely the FDA know about these harmful substances? So I spent the last month researching ways to detox my liver and break down the fat. And I got my liver ALT levels down to 38, which is the lowest they've been for like 10 years. I don't have sugar in my coffee, I've given up sweets and alcohol completely, I eat a lot of fibre and vegetables now. It's super boring. Don't get me wrong, I have the odd treat like a Greg's and still have nice things. We're not going to live forever after all. But I've just made a lot of positive changes and have noticed a difference both physically and medically. But this is the thing, so many people are rushing through life and trying to get stuff done that they often neglect their own health as a result of it. They just grab a McDonald's on the way home because it's quick and convenient. What's the point in having plans for the future if you're making it harder to make it there in one piece? So this is why I had to take a step back from content for a while. I just wasn't feeling it. And the more you stress out about it, the harder it becomes to create content. It's a vicious circle. But yeah, overall it's been a pretty overwhelming time. But good things are happening, and it's just about getting these things under control in life so that your head doesn't explode off of your body. And it nearly did a few times, I'm not gonna lie. Going in Greg's and saying no to pizza just wasn't morally fair. So that's it from me for now. Hopefully now I can get back into the swing of content creation. A big thanks to all of you for being patient, and especially my patrons for sticking with me all this time as well. Let me know if there's any types of videos of mine that you'd like to see a return of. For example, my comedy skits, reviews, collaboration stuff, or if there's something new you'd like to see. I always consider new ideas. Thank you all for watching and being amazing, and I'll see you all in my next video. See ya!